Hello everybody, and welcome back to Wildermyth. I I wanted to come back to this game because I enjoy it a lot, and I feel like it's one of those games that a lot of people just don't know about. Now, as you can probably tell, a lot has changed since the last time we were here. So first of all, there have been I don't actually remember if I had the Armor and Skins DLC when I did the first series, but definitely there is a new DLC called Omen Road, which adds in an entire new game mode. We're not gonna be doing that in this series. We're gonna be building our way up to that. But first of all, let me just pop this open. This takes a while sometimes, so I'm just gonna talk a bit. Uh, I've been playing this game a hell of a lot because it's a great game and I wanted to play it. And now that I've sort of gotten all the stuff I wanted to really, like I really wanted to do at some point off the table, and I'm sort of looking for a next long series, I figured I'd do another campaign in this just to sort of enjoy it more and give it a little more attention. But I've been playing a lot of it in the meantime, and I've built up quite the hefty legacy. Um, I believe last time I counted, I was at about 60, and yeah, there's a lot of them. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna oh, god damn it, I just dropped my phone on the floor. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tour of the people we ended our first campaign with and show you where they went. I believe I've also installed a few mods that I didn't have in that one, in the first campaign, so I'm also going to point that out too when I get to them. So apologies in advance, the game is set to automatically mute when I tab away from it, so those things are going to get the audio might get choppy, the game audio at least. Okay, step one, in no particular order, Brigalia Bone. Where is she? She's here somewhere. Here she is. I don't actually remember what she... I don't remember what a lot of these guys finished their campaigns with, but I gave her the fire theme and the fire chicken. I think she had the fire chicken. I don't know. I just got the last like 10 seconds of the final Wildermyth video up so I can see who got added to the legacy. And yeah, I can see their faces, and I can tell that Brigalia did not used to have the fire theme, but I can't tell anything else. So she's got the fire theme, she's got the fire chicken, and she's got a water crossbow. So basically, she's still got her ember arrows build, and her thing is just spike damage with ember arrows and through shot. So yeah, she's decent. And then Nalelia, ooh, Nalelia right here. Nalelia changed a lot. I don't remember if... I think she had the storm theme by the end of the series. I completed her theming. She's got storm arms, wolf, everything else, and I gave her the Draven pilot wings. This orange text right here is a title. You can see she has dealt 1,129 damage with transformation abilities in an Omen Road run. That's her thing. As you can see, she's got Vigor Flow and Open Mind. Vigor Flow adds bonus damage to your attacks for every interfusion, and Open Mind makes your additional interfusions. Yeah, she basically interfuses with a bunch of stuff and then utterly annihilates the target in question. So the chaining, I believe all three chain hits of the whatever chain lightning, all three hits of that get boosted by Vigor Flow, so it's significant. Yeah, and then Quistoth. Oh yeah, I changed the way Quistoth looked, but I'm pretty sure I kept his theming the same. He's still Water Spear, Battle Dance, and Flame and Crow. He's pretty good. He's just another flamey guy. Flame for crowds, Spear for small groups. Can take a lot of people out in one turn if I use him properly. Okay, now that's the core 3. Orchard. Here, I'm just gonna search up the others because they aren't as recognizable to me. Oh dear, I don't think Orchard didn't make it into my legacy, unfortunately. What about Leah? I'm pretty sure Leah did. Nope, no, nor did Leah. Nor did Arlum. Nor did Parla. Okay, so apparently it's just the core 3 that made it into the legacy. RIP. Many great souls were lost then, because there were like 4 others in that campaign that apparently were not worthy of being remembered by me. But as much as I like my Mythwalkers... Oh, I forgot to show off my mods. I can go over them one by one. As much as I'd like to show off my Mythwalkers, I'm not going to recruit them in the middle of a campaign. If there are campaigns that allow you to start with Legacy Heroes, and I'm going to start with Legacy Heroes on that. But in other cases, I'm not going to recruit them. Oop, I just wanted to hit the randomize button. I'm not going to recruit them into a campaign. 1,000 years earlier. Ina. The initial limbs were a success, and I am confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Levlin, you can't be serious. They were things they told us of. Things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be more thoggy down there. Other legends, like the Lady of Screams, they were intriguing, beautiful even, but something like that. Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Until suddenly, they can't. Run. What was that? We'll figure it out later. Oh, pal, you're gonna regret starting those fires. Elmer, grab whatever you can swing and come on. Geez, now it comes to the question of relationships. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna let the relationships fall where they may. No showy stuff. Just do the thing. What were you thinking I was gonna do? See if we can get them from multiple sides. So there's the Spectre Tick up there. Don't know where the Sommelier is. Ah, just barely out of range. Okay. So I'm just gonna tuck in behind the well. Just gonna wait for him to come to us. No sense charging into danger when I can't land an attack this turn. Okay, there's the ranged guy. Alright. Oh man, it just doesn't do any damage, does it? This guy deals magic damage, so I guess it's not vital. Here, you have the axe, so you attack first. Not that it really matters, because 2 combined attacks are going to kill you anyway. That would have killed you outright. Yeah. And the reason I killed the physical guy first is because warding comes back every turn, but armor, once it's shredded, doesn't. Okay, now let's all take cover. Probably should have had the bow person take cover. Nah, it didn't matter. Didn't attack the bow person anyway. Okay. Bonketh. Now we decide what we want our guys to be. Let's go for Blood Rage. I want to show off Blood Rage. Ambush is always pretty good. Can't go wrong with Spirit Blade. I know this feels counterproductive, but he wants to be at low health and stay at low health. So first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though, we can't very well go back to gossiping at the market after this. Not when we're apparently so darn good at it. Rabquin's right. Perhaps we were meant for this. We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. Well, this is always the best part. It's called branding. It's basic. Trust me, we need one. I was thinking... the Thrush Bandits. You think it's sufficiently intimidating? Here follow the tales of the Thrush Bandits. The randomly generated company names are always great. Okay, now the big question always is, do you recruit immediately or do you go face the first fight first? And the answer is typically, if you're not recruiting a legacy hero, you recruit immediately. And I'm not recruiting a legacy hero, so we're gonna recruit immediately. Because you want them to get their XP. It didn't take long to trek back to Nail Clan, and the town still seemed like the best bet for finding another able pair of hands. Wait. It's you, from the heroes? Right. Anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. I get that a lot. Everything alright? Oh, everything's fine. And that's just it. It's been quiet in Nail Clan so far, but I heard those things you said, the talk of glory and victory, and I'm sure someone mentioned treasure at some point. And it stuck with me, more than I would have thought. Is that how we put it? Possibly. Forming a company of heroes can get one a little fired up sometimes. You were right, though. With the biggest risks come the biggest rewards, and I feel ready for a risk bigger than which field should the turnips go in this year. Well, we could use another fighter on our side if you're game. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you offered, and I can see what you have excellent judgment in recruiting, so that's a big plus. Far be it from us to turn you down, then. Let's go second hunter. Piercing shots is always good, but I wanted to make you Thornfang. So, here, let me just really quick. Okay, here's the list of my mods. I don't know why the campaign is a mod, but I have Schmitz's Armory. I think I had this in the last one. I don't remember. I'm just gonna go over it anyway. It adds in a bunch of new weapons. It adds boomerangs, warfans, and sickles, as you can see in the description. And they don't have shadow effects, which is a new thing with the Omen Road DLC, but they do have all the other elemental effects and stuff. And it adds in a bunch of new artifacts and a couple of offhands too. Yeah, and then I have improved Moth Wings and improved Skunk Tail, which are buffs for some of the weaker theme pieces in the game. I have Rax Incursion Defense Pack, which is definitely new. It's a new set of incursion maps, and don't mind that. That's not important. I don't actually know. Okay, good. You can see my mouse. Because I was worried, because I have to play this in windowed mode. It's a long story. Oh, Shy in the Shadow. We got this one last time, so I'm just gonna... I know this one is really, really long, so I'm just gonna skip it. Sorry. This is the one where the mystic is trying to keep their cat alive, and they like sacrifice themselves to keep their cat alive, which is very relatable. Question is, do I want Shy or the Shadow? I don't have a lot of magic damage on my team, so I think I'm just gonna go with Shy. Shy is pretty powerful. That's what I went with last time too, I think. Okay. Which hunter are you? Are you you're the ambush hunter. Ambush hunter or I could just let the cat wander. I'm gonna go with you. See the rest of the world. There's plenty worth living. Yeah, I know there is different dialogue in the events based on your hero personalities and relationships, but for long events like that, I think in the interests of not retreading the same ground twice, I'm gonna skip the event. Ooh, a water spirit. Okay. Just for the sake of keeping you two straight, I'm gonna swap you to your dagger and keep you there. Walking up to the door. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. Okay. Man, I have to play this in windowed mode, because if I play it in borderless windowed or full screen, the mouse doesn't appear. It's something to do with my Veto Tuber. I have no idea why. Rip. Okay, shred the armor off of you, and then we can... Here, I'm gonna shackle you. I can't silk step into range, boo. But I can get the water spirit. Give me that water dagger. Early on, elemental enchantments are way better than trying to get legacy points out of it. Because it's a free upgrade from tier 0. Good, took cover. Both of them are stupid and moved into a situation where she would have good partial cover. Great, okay, I'm not gonna question it. Dumb Morthoggy or dumb. That guy's still pinned, so he's not much of a threat. That gives me flank, right? Oh, I can't attack diagonally with a dagger, I forgot. Derp. Let me just borrow this cabinet here. Dang, it didn't kill him? Jeez. You know what? I only need 1 damage on this guy anyway. There goes the drive link. Now Morthoggy are special because they gain bonuses for being adjacent to each other. So you want to prevent that from happening at all costs. Hello. Let me just shred that armor off you real quick. This ought to do it. There we go. Oh, and look at that, a tier 1 dagger. Rip. Poor spirit. And well, water dagger is better than a non-water dagger. I'm gonna bump up your stunt chance. Because, I think that was the wrong hunter, actually. I'm doing it. Yeah, that was the wrong hunter. Anyway, stunts are stunts. It's fine. It's not gonna be a massive issue in the future. But yeah. Water stunts and Thornfang are good because you can get 2 action points back from killing an enemy, potentially. And that means you can reposition and then attack again. Health. Oh, definitely give health to the Blood Rage Warrior. Because like I said, it scales with the amount of health max health you have. Now I certainly hope this campaign isn't going to be as evil as the previous one I did off camera. Ooh, the morning is quiet. Not even the squeaking of foxes breaks the silence. This is going to be a really great one to get this early. It's enough to just quiet This name is going to be hell for me. Rabquin. You feeling okay? Not really. What's up? Why is it so quiet? We've been tramping through here for quite some time now. There are tons of animals around here and we should be scaring them off as we go. So where are they? Someone else has been through here recently. I've always thought your intuition was good. Well, whoever they are, they better stay out of our way. The two wander on, now both aware of the heavy silence in the air that not even the wind in the pines seems to break. Until... the two of them duck behind a convenient rock. What? Shh! What are they doing? How should I know? The two more thoggy constructions circle the clearing, steadily tracing the same lines again and again. Their purpose is unclear. What are the odds they're guarding something valuable? I don't see anything. Geez, can I take a peek at my calamities? No? Oh, this is the calamity button. Man, I've only got... I mean, might as well, right? Like, this is a pretty good trade-off, all things considered, for an early game. If it were late game, the penalty might be too much, but we should see what they're doing. They might learn something valuable. Think about it. They're here for a reason, right? I guess. And so the two of them wait and watch. And watch. And wait. Hours tick by. Alright, I'm calling it. This is a waste of time. Remember, this was your idea. I'm allowed to hate my own ideas. I say we give it another half hour at most. If nothing happens by then, we just smash them to pieces. Half an hour it is then. Plop. How heartless! Oop, that's not good. Oh, that's not good either. Oh man. They have exhaustion. Alright, that was one of mine actually, and seeing that text bubble glitch at the end, really annoying. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. The things you only ever find out when you are showing it off to people. Set you up for a flank. At the very least, it's good for putting Silk Step on the first turn. Alright, you don't have swift action, so you can't interfuse as a... Oh, man, and I did not think this through. It's an early fight anyway, it should be fine. Okay, let's try and push him away from everyone. There we go. That is the one disadvantage of the shield, though. It makes him a lot harder to actually get the Blood Rage damage bonus. Thornfang, everybody. The only disadvantage is that you can't use Silk Step on a turn where you started in stealth. Okay, now where's the third guy? They're probably in the house, I think. They've got to be. Someone always spawns in the house. Ah, and you can't open the door as a... Man, I really did not think through how impactful losing your swift action would be. Okay, there you go. You can't move and interfuse and attack all in the same turn anymore, man. Oh, there's two of them in here. Okay, let's just get some armor off of you real quick. Just gonna tuck you over here. Knock a bit of health off of you. I don't want to wall because I do want him to take damage, but I can interfuse now so I can move and attack on the next turn. He blocked it. Good for him. There we go. 3 damage. Now he's actually going to start hitting with some punch. Get rid of Bone Link, which gives him an extra armor, so I definitely want to get rid of that. Geez, okay, this is... Hold on, if I Splinter Blast, that should... Yes, that should set me up for a flank, and that's enough to kill him. There you go. Just about. Cool, okay, handle it. Hill Throft. Anything's better than nothing. Ooh, this is the potency armor. I don't know if that's going to be good for you or not. Stupid buckets of bones. Ah, well, it's still satisfying to tear them apart. We did learn a lot about the Morthagi, though. We did? Yeah, we learned that this pot is very important to them. We may not know why they protect this place, but we can use it against them. If they said more, we'll knock them down again, or get someone to do it for us. It'll be a serious thorn in their metal sides. We could probably recruit some fighters from the clan. -2 Morthagi calamities. And then they get their Watchmen back immediately. Alright, yeah, so I've been dabbling in making my own events. There's like 5 of them in my event pack. We'll probably see one more in this campaign, because it is 5 chapters. So, yeah. I'm not particularly proud of any of them, but... Okay, definitely give that to the Dagger Warrior. Or Dagger Hunter. On the road to Rift of Lintnail. Sinkhole over here, might want to go around. Says it's muddy. Yeah. Hey, you ever think about farming? I mean, if there weren't any monsters around, you'd need another career, right? Say you had a piece of land like this, what kind of crops would you grow? Might sound a little impractical, but I'd rather grow flowers than food. Imagine a field alight with tulips or daffodils, a fragrant rose garden behind the shed. Can't say it doesn't suit you. I'm a little flower myself, aren't I? Me, I'd go all in on radishes. Speedy growers, fail-proof, make for a nice steady income. As long as the slugs don't get them. Hey, Colleen, what about you? What would you grow? Huh? I guess I'd... Beets! Don't ask me why. Beet farm just sounds good. Beets, 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 beets everywhere. Would that make me the beet queen? Well, bet you'd succeed at it, whatever you tried. Sun's getting low. Ah. This place was a farm once. Yep. Did I hear it was muddy ahead? She said so, Shauna. Good at the speed. I'm still not sure if it's what the exact bonuses for those choices are, but I'm pretty sure they are different. Put you into Silk Step. Might as well put you into Silk Step. Ooh, a fire. Can I bring that with me, though, is the question. I can try. Because the fire's going to go out if it doesn't end its tile on debris. But I can do this, and it'll burn the scenery instead. Okay, there are the Morthagi. And we got all 3 Morthagi fights in this chapter. Oh, it burned out anyway? What the hell? It's supposed to burn this. Does it not do that when it's interfused? Shoot, I keep forgetting that interfused fire and not interfused fire behave differently. Just pop a bolt into you. I know softening all of them up is just a bad idea in general. I should be going for a kill. There we go. Because the more you let them clump up, the worse it gets. 3 to 5 damage to this might kill. Didn't, though. Did open up the area, though. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Get you out of the way. Great time for a stunt when he only has 1 health left. Perfect. You guys are doing the Lord's work here. At least I got that guy. Okay, so I can move to here. Get some of your armor out of the way. Get rid of your bone link to get more of your armor out of the way. Then we can silk step over here. Yeah. Oh no, I'm so scared. Blood Rage. That's Blood Rage for you. Ooh, this is... I believe this is from the armory. Geez, who do I give this to? I guess you're going to be in melee range more often than not because of the cat, so I might as well give it to you so you have more. No! Really? No more Thoggy Calamities in the first set. Well, I always make it a habit to cancel the first set anyway, just to keep things riding smoothly for the rest of the campaign. It's not like it's necessary on Adventurer of all things. Maybe I'll bump it up to Tragic Hero for the next one, but this is the one we were trying to sacrifice to the big evil spirit in the cave, and we just kill the spirit, because that's an easier solution than sacrificing people. Anyway. Okay. Let's get you Spirit Blade. Take care of the stump. Hopefully we can draw the aggro of the dart, because he's going to be hard to hit right now. I'm just going to put you into... Nope, that was not Silk Step. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Get him some of that damage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Might be a little too much damage. Okay, what I want to do... No, I want you... Go here, extinguish the fire. It's gonna sound weird, but trust me, let me work. And then I can Burning Arrow. Oof. Jeez, I'm gonna Burning Arrow you just because I need to get your health low. And you have your stupid cowering buff. Okay. Do that. We can get you here. Flank the Great One. And then get an attack on you with Thornfang. You burn to death. That's good. I didn't even realize that would be a thing. Forgot that. Yeah, blocked. Ooh, now he's on fire. Ooh, that's a little too close to death. But fortunately, it also means he does like 8 damage. You just want to back off to here. Do that. Ooh, good stunt. Good stunt. Not that I needed it, but good stunt anyway. Stunt chance. Definitely give that to the water dagger person. Jeez, okay. Let's upgrade Blood Rage, might as well. Give him the ability to survive with 1 HP better. Great One is reduced to ashes. We get 3 legacy points out of it. Oh, it's the wolf price again. You? Which one are you? You're the... Are you... Oh, yeah, you're the... Shona kneels, and she gets her wolflessness, wolfness, whatever. Now the wolf head at least is very good because it gives her the ability to have a swift action attack, so she can get Thornfang better on a particularly low health enemy. Anywho, the Forge. Normally I'd say sneak up behind them, but there's no behind here. They're all over the place. Not exactly masters of stealth themselves. I can hear their noise from here. What do you think they're so agitated about? It's a forge. They probably love that stuff. It's like when you put me in front of a ham. Total mayhem. Mayhem? So, when it comes to the actual approach, stick together and push in. We haven't done a good old-fashioned charge in a while. Any excuse for a charge, eh? Generally, it's better to stick together. Alright. So I'm going to silk step you up here, because taking out that watchman is a good first step. knock a little health off you. Actually, I should probably be using my shred guy. Oh, you can't reach anyway. But I can use Splinter Blast. There we go. I'm just gonna Guardian just in case he tries to go for us. And he does! He's an idiot! I thought they weren't supposed to do that. Normally, if you have Guardian up, they typically try to avoid Guardian, but he just went right for it. He had a Death Wish. What are the odds? Very little, but might as well anyway. We're just gonna loop around counterclockwise, see if we can find anything. Or am I supposed to go in? I forget if this is the one where it immediately progresses as soon as I open the door. Oh, it is. Okay. Told you to run. Ah! Hey, I can fight, but one great axe isn't gonna take these down. Get in here and help me. Okay, yeah. So now there's this Double. And he's probably going to get torn apart by that weldling up there. Are you? Yeah, you're actually a warrior, okay. I'm just going to pin you down completely. I know you have a ranged attack, so it's not exactly... Okay, there's apparently a... he's back there. I don't know if that actually removed all the enemies outside. But I'm just gonna assume it did for the time being. You ain't going nowhere, kid. Oh, that hurts. Okay, let's I'm pretty sure I lose if he dies, so I'm just gonna like do that. Constrict. Get you out of the fire. See, and now we have 2 action points. So it will require us to take 2 damage, but we could run up and punch that guy. Or we could just switch to our bow and do that. I can hit him with my prepared shot, which I got because I didn't spring the trap shot. And this does get me flanking now, apparently. Don't know why I didn't before, but whatever. Alright, now it's just a Spectatic. Weldlings are nightmares. Oh, there's more. Okay. They did not despawn all the ones outside. There we go. You got a good punch on you. Man, this fire is really going to cause some problems, isn't it? Fortunately, I can do that. Like I said, you can't go wrong with Spirit Blade. And one thing I do know is that since it's interfused, it will not, it won't spread. Because interfused fire doesn't spread. Now, unfortunately, Bite has the same reach as the dagger. So I think I'm just going to shoot this guy normally. Or not. Okay, that works too. Let me pop a bolt into him. Probably should have tried the reaction shot. Okay, you burned to death. That's good. Okay, we got more coming in from the sides. Oof. This is dicey. Alright, you're just... I think you can still one-shot this guy. No, you can't. Oh, you definitely can't now. Okay. Alright, let's just get out of the house before it burns to the ground. Okay, I'm just gonna ambush here. I'm gonna withdraw from the basket because it's not helpful. I'm just gonna withdraw from everything, I think. Jeez, I need to keep this guy alive. If he dies, I'm pretty sure I just lose. In my defense, he took like 5 damage from a single attack on turn 1. Okay, that puts you at 1. I'm just gonna walk around to here. That sets up your flank. That does not kill, but this does. And I get a stunt point back from it, so now I have 2 action points again. I can walk to here. God, you have 2 armor points. Why do you have 2 armor points? You're not allowed to do that. It's illegal. Jeez, this AoE is big. Okay, I can get it to only hit the guy. There we go. Then you bite. And it's still the one guy left. I'm pretty sure this is the last one, though. Yeah, there we go. Okay, phew. Alright, just barely pulled through. Another hill throff. What do I need that for? Let's go Jump Jaw. Jump Jaw's pretty nice if you can get it to work right. Sorry I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to. Well, the job got done. Could have gone worse, you know? It barged in here and tried to hide behind the furnace. Why would they go after their own kind like that? They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around and see if I can compare it to the other Morthagi. Maybe I'll put it where the door knocker shelf used to be. Do you think you could help me drag? Sure. Listen, before we all get chummy, what's the deal with those deepest tattoos? Oh, it's embarrassing. Actually, I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. They made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing, but the promises didn't pan out. And they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters. Cults come and go, but tattoos are forever. Teach your kids that one. Alright, and that was Chapter 1. So I'm going to go through all the interim. There are only 3 calamities left on the board when we were done. Man. Kalian and Helmaro were stopped by a traveling woman, a resident of that small village in Badfield where the Great One once feasted. She thanked them again for slaying the monster in any of the darkest days of her life, gave Kalian the itch to go find another beast to fight. On her more civilized days, Shauna would drop into town for gossip and tool repairs, but on the whole, she felt clear-headed only among wilderkin. For a good stretch of her youth, Shauna had made a habit of pocketing misplaced keys and rusted locks, keeping them in a pouch by her side. One summer morning out of the blue, she entrusted her whole collection to a local kid. Reached that age, I guess. Now that the job wasn't quite as dangerous, Kalia became a guide to travelers crossing the more treacherous stretches of swamp and mountain. Oh yes, definitely give me that wolf leg. Alright, and now gear upgrades. You've already got... Here, let's go with Fire Axe. I feel like I don't use fire stunts enough. Give you a Swathe, maybe? For Swashbuckler, so you stunt more often. Bow. Nah, Stone Bow. Gotta love that AoE pin on stunts. Levlin, you're back. I was so worried. When you wrote about that horrible immortal mechanical nonsense, I was afraid you'd lost your mind. Nonsense? I'm completely serious. Why are you making that face? There's a plague out there, and I'm telling you I've found a way for us to bypass death, and you're making that face? You can't bypass death. What you're talking about, that's something else. Something unnatural, abominable. The Morthagi have always been tools. We've used them to achieve countless other things. So why not this? Helmar who visited Galbrock a few times. They picked apart Morthagi elbows and made up stories about the ancient mortificers over jugs of wine. They dug into the body of the strange Morthagi as well, but Galbrock remained puzzled as to how it worked. So when Helmaru received an urgent invitation to the forge, he set off immediately. Thank you. Listen. I have very important, potentially dangerous information. Knew I had to share it with you, of course. You might even say I'm honored that you'd be to be the person that you'd come to first. Hey, Helmaru, about time. We've been waiting for you. I'd start with pleasantries, but there's nothing pleasant about this. A wave of Morthagi has been moving across the countryside. A little further out, closer to Cooper Spring, but causing just as much destruction. Based on the way they're spreading it seems like they originated in Steely Meadows. I've had some amazing cheeses from there. Well, if we weren't motivated by duty or glory before, now we could add cheese to the list. There are almost certainly some of the old Mortificers' workshops there, and I wouldn't be surprised if... Mortificers are still around? No, but their workshops are, and some Morthagi can manufacture more of themselves without a person overseeing the process. So the Thrush Bandit sets out again. My candle-making business was just getting off the ground, too. I'm finishing up a better weapon, but I'll try to come meet you at Comet Cave. Maybe the Mason would manage it for a cut of the profits. Any insights? No. It's standard in some ways, but then the core of it is bizarre. Something complicated is going on here, but I can't figure out exactly what. Huh. Excuse me. You have the body of my friend in there. You've kept it in decent condition. I appreciate that. Apologies, this must be strange. Not at all. That is, yes, it is strange. But I have many questions for you. Alright, and that's Chapter 1. And Chapter 2 is going to have to wait till next week, because it's already going to be hard to get this down to 45 minutes, even much less half an hour. So, I will see you all next week, and thank you for watching.